Okay, so we're going to start with the axial skeleton, and these are the bones of the head, neck, and trunk. So you're going to look at your objective sheet to see the exact bones you need to know and the structures on each bone. Next time we'll do the appendicular skeleton, which are the limbs and their bony attachments to the trunk. Okay? So we're going to start off with the bones of the skull, which in this case they all look white. Actually, all of them look white, and that's what it's going to be like on your lab practical. Everything's going to be white. So that's not good in the sense if you try to remember color. It's not going to work. We do have some of these skulls that are color coded to help you see one bone from another. I bring it out. It's not even a complete skull. I bring it out just to show you, but I'm actually telling you this is not what you should be studying from, because you're not going to have a blue bone and a green bone and a purple bone. You're going to have all white bones, and that makes them all look alike. Okay? So for the bones of the skull, put that back. Start with the easiest bone, the frontal bone. This is right here. It actually forms part of your orbit. It's very easy to recognize. The frontal bone is right here, right on the front. Okay? Now, some of these bones of the skull, we have to know the sutures. The sutures are the articulations or the connections between the bones. So I'll go over the sutures later, but for the frontal bone, all you have to be able to say is frontal bone. That's easy. Two bones on the side of your skull, those are the parietal bones, and they're a little bit flatter than the frontal bone. You don't see part of the eye socket here. It's very easy to recognize these bones. They're two parietal. There's only one frontal, but two parietal. And they have lots of sutures or articulations where they go together. If we were lucky, these two would be part of a set and they would actually go together. Okay. What's really cool about them, they could be a coconut bra too. Oh, okay, see? Little things to remember. And the last major bone, flat bone of your skull is this one. Your brain is sitting right on this bone. This is the occipital bone, O-C-C, occipital. And that's easy to remember because it has this big hole, like a big O in the center, or kind of in the center, right? This hole is called the foramen magnum. So at this point, I need to tell you what foramen means. F-O-R-A-M-E-N. Foramen, that means hole. And this is foramen magnum, a big hole. What goes through here?
Brainstem.
Right, the spinal cord, right, is going to go through here, connecting to the brainstem. So it's a very important hole. So for your occipital bone, which you're going to easily remember because it has a big hole, like a big O, called the foramen magnum. This is at the base of your skull. There also are two other parts to this bone that we need to know, and they're these softened areas or smooth areas on the side called occipital condyles. Condyles are where two bones come together, or a bone and a structure come together, and it's a smooth surface for movement. It's very important that there's this smooth area here because this occipital bone is going to sit on top of the first cervical vertebrae, and it has to move. And when it sits there and moves, it lets you say yes. So it needs to be a smooth area. These are called occipital condyles. They're on both sides of the foramen magnum. Okay? Occipital bone. We'll take a break on that.